phone's charged, my phone's actually plugged in, and I've never had that be a problem. But I did just mention darker energy. I didn't say dark energies, but when you talk about things like envy and jealousy, it's not a coincidence that that then gets kicked off. But we'll just keep going, guys. We'll keep going. So bear in mind though, that's quite interesting because this is going on divine masculine sides. So that means that divine masculine energy, whether you're a woman or a man that identifies as being in the divine masculine energy, mostly, that means there's a lot of envy. Hello, were you on it before? Because these things just flash up and they go away. That's really annoying. But did you see what happened there? That was really interesting. But what it means is there's envy, there's jealousy, particularly on the divine masculine side. So what this, and I know this because I know this from clients, but and like I say, that actually recently, just very recently came up, like, so quite interesting. Well, it's been coming up for months, but what it is the divine masculines are going through what divine feminines went through. Yeah, I know it cut me off. It just completely chucked me off. It's part of it, but it's because I was talking about the negative energies and entities, the forces. So it's the fourth. May the force be with you. We're not there yet. We're only in April. But do you know what I mean? It's not a coincidence. It's just showing you how real it is. And because I'm somebody that's here to call that out, like I'm here to call people's shadow work out with selling out and self-that. Like, where do you sell yourself out? Where do you sell yourself 144 as somebody you're not? Therefore, you're attracting people around you that are, oh my God, that's spirit. The people are going to take that. Yeah, right. I'm going to say what I actually heard. Dirty energy. That's what no, I'm coughing. It's like, just energy just makes my skin crawl. Like I can tap into it when I'm channeling this. It's just people that are gossips, liars, shit stirrers, just people I can't stand being around. Do you know what I mean? And in my past, I have stomached being around people like that are just not my cup of tea, basically. And now I don't. That's why I don't now. I'm like, when I reflect back on when I've put myself in situations, like if I've had to go to some kind of bigger group gathering or something like that, or parties, because you know what I mean? Everybody loves a party now. Like, well, not everybody does actually, but you know what I mean? Like some kind of bigger group gathering where you do find yourself having to be around people that you wouldn't choose to be. Like that stuff's always kind of just, I never liked it. So it doesn't matter that we're in a pandemic right now. I actually just am that honest with myself. I'm like, if I'm going to something that's like that, I must really fucking love the person to be pushing myself through that in this day and age because and there are things I need to go to. You know what I mean? It's like I've been invited to like parties and weddings and things like that, and I will make the effort for people I really love. But yeah, I must really love someone if I'm if I'm doing that because yeah, if I feel like there's that kind of energy, just people that are not holding the light, and it's not nice to be around. But you will attract that out there, divine feminine, divine masculine, if you don't face that. If you don't face it, you're not being true to yourself by being around people that you actually they don't make you feel good, and you've probably not got a lot in common. So, and that's self-sabotaging because if you know that you're meant for great things, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with, like I say all the time. Are those 5 people you spend the most time with good people? They're not perfect people, but are they good people? Are they spreading love in the world? And love can sometimes be with what's coming through right now, this Kali energy, because this isn't actually very Cancer Moon. Cancer Moon's like mothering and but it is caring. It's, that is what a lot of people, my clients, will say is that, I will channel the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes. The truth does hurt. But my God, does it wake you up and enlighten you? And I said that in the last video, when you're willing to go into the pain, when you're willing to clear the trauma, the 4th house Cancer energy is trauma, you will be rewarded for it. You will absolutely think of all the quotes about, when the light gets in, this, oh God, I can't even remember it. It's so funny. It's Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Because at one point I wanted to be a grief counsellor, which I basically am, guys. Let's face it, right? I'm a counsellor and I've studied all this stuff about grief. And I'm a medium, and a shaman. So yes, I am a grief counsellor of my own making. But it's about when the light gets in through the stained glass window. Oh, fuck's sake, we're going to need to Google it, right? I can't remember. In fact, wait a minute, that is annoying me. I do it all the time. Excuse me just now. Kubler, wait a minute. Can I just put her surname? Kubler-Ross. I've wrote Jungler Tess. Aye, that's not the same thing, is it? Oh, wait a minute, let's use this. Kubler-Ross stained glass window quote. People are like stained glass windows. Fucking hell. That's throat chakra shit coming on again. People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out. But when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within. And I feel that's particularly for the divine masculine men and women, or whatever you identify out there, that need to hear that. Because look, my throat is fine, and now I'm fucking choking over here. It's which is funny and it's not funny, but it's about basically there's lots of throat stuff going on for divine masculine energy within you, whoever you are, but particularly the divine masculines of the twin flame dynamics are going through it, basically, is what I'm being told to say. And it's about, but when you can allow yourself to, it's like that kind of breakdown to break through. That's what it feels like. It feels like darkness, so breaking down to break through. And it feels like because there's so much change upon people, it's tough. So some people are resisting it, and some people are like, fuck it, let's go. You know what I mean? And that's Aries season. That's why I always say, fuck it, let's go. And that's why I always share. I am here to share that message because that is part of me. I've got my, and I know people have heard this all the time, but somebody might not have. Somebody that's new. I've got my Aries sun, which is fiery, passionate, playful, definitely inner child, like that card says, fun, but it's also facing your fear. And I've faced my fears by staying stuck in procrastination, stalling, low self-worth. That was more in my past. Although it depends what it is. You know, we can all have moments of this. But it's the reason I've moved into unconditional love and balancing my energy, which is you have to work at that daily. You're always going to be thrown tests where you're like, shit, I've just fallen into an old pattern. Like, I'm sure I've just said that in one of these ones over here. But when you can actually recognise it and then do better, that's when you're learning. But when you're repeating the same patterns over and over again, allowing yourself around the wrong kind of people, they might have been the right kind of people at one point, whether it's friends, family. I know that some people are finding big changes with family as well, lovers. But if you're still allowing a lover around you that you know is no good for you, that's toxic, those people out there as well that try to make their, you know, like an abusive, toxic person a twin flame as well, again, that's where that can be dangerous. You know, that twin flame journey has a lot of difficulty, miscommunication, all that jazz, right? But once that stuff's sorted out, there ain't no toxicity. You know what I mean? It's more like what I was just channeling there, like paying attention to each other's inner child, tenderness, like allowing another person to express the gifts that maybe haven't been nurtured by the other people that they've allowed themselves to be around. It's empowering. Being around your twin flame is empowering once you face the shadow. That's why I said that in the other video, is, you know, have the courage to face your shadow. But you have to face your shadow. You watching this, you have to face your own darkness, your pain, your trauma, what you're running away from. And then your twin flame will do the same. You definitely have to do that if you're the divine feminine, because they will then be guided to do it when you do it. Right, okay. So, but this all isn't, this feels quite tender, because it's like inner child, tenderness, you're not alone, which indicates to me that they do feel alone. Where are you being called to journey to? And then this backs up what I was saying on the other one, that it's like, well, probably far away from where they are. Like, and that doesn't just mean literally, that doesn't mean literally, although that actually might be the case for some people. Maybe they are literally being called to other countries or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, well, I do know that will be for a lot of people. But it's the spiritual journey, you know, like they're being called far away from what they once knew. Well, that's deep shit, and that's all going on in the conscious mind. Right, okay, I think it's about time we step into oh, I've not got my wee bit of paper that I used to. Right, let's go into the spiritual. So, oh, and notice it's been split up into 2 parts. That's interesting. Not a coincidence. Right. This is for Divine Feminine in we're going to call this the Ascension process. Oh my God, it's God. It's Jesus on the card. We're not at Easter yet. Right, so 12, eternal now. This does look like it's going to be about God though, doesn't it? Right, so feels about right, but God's always whispering in my ear. That sounds dodge, but right. Masculine. God's always whispering in your ear. Oh! Right. Fucking hell, right? I'm a wee bit like, what did I just say? What did I just say, right? Look at this. Rare gifts, divine talents. Divine masculines, you're being guided to share your talent, right? Because I feel divine feminines have been seen for their talent and their gifts. But divine masculines have got rare gifts as well. Whether that's the women out there, all the women out there that I work with that show up with that energy, you know, very analytical, very logical, which has its, you know, perks and it has its downsides, 1111, awakening. But it's, you know, there's like, they're being guided to express this. And this guy's got what's this, a flute or a trumpet or something. But this could be anything. It's like just, like I say, speakers, just being guided to share their talents, whatever it is, right? Like, I'm getting too excited like this. Where's the book? I just love how that fits up, though. I love it. Right. 12. Oh, and I just... Oh, of course I did. Of course I did. 1144. Power of the Divine Masculine. That's what I just thought of that, but we didn't pull that one. And then look what I just, when I mentioned 1111. 1111. Listen, try being in my life. Try being me. It's just non-stop, but I love it. Right. Ancestors definitely do stand beside me, behind me, in front of me, everywhere. And they do with you too. Right. Oh, my nose is really itchy, so that's when I'm channeling, my nose gets really itchy. It's usually the loved ones in spirit, actually. Oh my God. So pay attention. If I say something that your granny or your granddad or somebody used to say, it's probably them speaking through me right now. Right. In the Ascension process for Divine Feminines, right, get comfy because these are long messages. So I'll just point it at God. Within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you're drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so, right? Fucking hell. Is this not just fucking spot on with what I've been sharing about where I'm at and where other people that I'm working with are at? Because that's why the last one was about resting, and that's why I'm filming this in my fucking bed, if you don't mind. So, and I did just say it's like, so it's about divine feminines, because this is for divine feminine, or divine masculine with their divine feminine energy. Where do you need to just receive? And that can be as simple as stay in your bed, just get up to go for a pee, get up to go for a bath, and then get back to bed, and then get up to make a cup of tea, and then get back to bed, and then get up to make your tea, and then get back to bed. Tea, food, we call tea dinner. Oh, fucking hell. Cup of tea and dinner, just for you, for Americans out there, and anyone else in the world that's like, what? But I do drink that much actual tea and coffee. Or order a takeaway. I don't know. Just allow yourself to receive. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking slow down. It's the weekend. So that's for everyone. Yes, I'm talking to myself as well. Right, where did we get to? Right. You're encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. And remember, Cancer Moon right now is self-care, it is self-love, it is mother healing, it is mother wounds, it's how do you mother yourself? Do you even mother yourself at all? You know what I mean? It's a family healing. It's all this stuff. Soul family, which we are right now. And this is incredibly intimate. You're all in my bed with me right now. That does not sound right, but you know what I mean. Right, so where did I get to? Dear one, have your thoughts become trapped in the pain of the past? Hello, 4th house, trauma. I know, it's rough. I've been helping people with it. That's why I'm in my bed. Which isn't funny, but it's like, you know, it's the synchronicity of it. You got to laugh at it sometimes. It's pretty crazy. Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish the power you have to create your heart's desire, what your heart desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or the future. It happens in the here and now by the choices you make in each moment. Even now, in reading this message, you're choosing to be present, to bring your energy into the eternal now, or listening to it. Stimulating the law of attraction into action. As you relax in this moment, by the way, wait a minute, I just need to... my hand's shaking. Right, sorry, that's not exactly... Can I hold? Right, there we go. See, I'm being kind to myself. I'm allowing myself to receive that relief of like holding the phone was too heavy. Right. Or I could just put the phone down on God, you know what I mean? And you just wouldn't be able to see. Maybe I might do that in a minute. I don't know that this is God, but it fucking looks like whatever, you know, the typical... I'm joking, by the way. Hopefully, you know, my... right. Where did we get to? As you relax in this moment, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful, you can more easily energize your dreams, visions, and heartfelt desires. This is why we're all being guided to meditate about 1,000,000 times a day. If you're listening to what you're meant to be doing right now, because visualizing the end goal of something that you want, visualizing, you know, feeling it as if it's real. This is all stuff that's been proven to bring it about. Your mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what isn't real. That's why it's a good, you know, it's good to actually do all of this stuff. This is everything that I do for myself and what I have done for like 15, 20 years. And then I actually went to go and train in things that complemented the stuff I was obsessed with anyway. And I teach my own clients how to do this for themselves as well. This is all about bringing about that dream life. Well, if meditation is a criteria, I'm going to the head of the class. You certainly are. The universe believes that you're deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept the gift in whatever form it takes, you'll need to be present to have enough stillness of mind to recognise it. So do you see what I mean? Like literally everything, if you're new, literally everything that I channel about, the stories at the start, the analogies, the metaphors, everything, that is my light code. That is my form of light language. That is my form of healing, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care what people label it. It's all part of this. So the fact that I was going on about and the one that I filmed yesterday, but it only got published today, I was saying my phone's full. Like this phone, which is why I'm doing it live, because it wouldn't let me upload a recorded. Well, it actually, when I do it unlisted, it just takes like 24 hours to process, because I was like, has that disappeared? So that's why I'm doing it live. But I feel it is because my guys know as well that sometimes I'll film things, and depending on what I've said, I'm like, I'm not fucking putting that out. I don't really do that a lot, to be honest, but there are a few that I have held back, but I feel it's because they're meant to be on Patreon. So whatever, it's like, I can't do that though. When I'm channeling live, it's like the messages are flowing out and they're there, you know what I mean? Well, at least for the people that catch me live, because then I think it saves as private. Anyway, but the point is you've got to be still. You know, you've got to be still to allow the integration, the healing, the purging. You've got to still the mind, because we've got a monkey mind, you know what I mean? And yeah, sorry, what I was saying was it's not a coincidence that both my phones are full, and my messengers full, like my WhatsApps. I think it's like these, like it goes on and off, you know what I mean? Because when your memory fills up, but it always comes up, like, you know, there's not enough memory and all this pish, and it's annoying. But for me, it is symbolic of where we, you know, we need to clear that energy, because it's like, it's everything, you know. I've noticed this from a child, but like in shamanism, literally everything is a message. Like, you'll notice that when I'm walking on the beach and I find things on the ground, or like if it's somebody's birthday, I just happen to walk past a happy birthday balloon, and you know, I could go on and on and on. Like the world speaks to us, especially nature, but everything speaks to us if you're really listening. And so my everything being full is, it's symbolic of like, right, where do I find that in my life? Like, where does it, where do I need to declutter, to de-stress? And so you take that where you need to take it. The universe believes that you're deserving of I just read that bit. You'll need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take it inside where it can nourish, inspire, and heal you. The form of this gift will be perfect for you, and the way it comes shall be perfect too. It's being orchestrated by divine timing now, guys. I'm not being funny now. I'm just laughing, smiling at myself. I honestly, if you listen to what I just said, I think that gift might be your twin flame. Like, just that's what I'm getting from it. I don't know if I've ever read this card before, but it might not be. It might be money. It might be your ideal client. It might be something else nice happening to you. But I'm getting a feeling it's that. Right, so for some people that resonate with this, this form of this gift will be perfect for you, and the way that it comes shall be perfect too. Yeah, that's your twin flame. Like, because you're not perfect, your twin flame's not perfect, but you are perfect for each other. It is being orchestrated by divine timing now, and that means like, let go, surrender. You're not meant to know. You're not meant to have a fucking Scooby-Doo what's happening, and thank you for that confirmation I just seen. It will assist you to take the next step on your soul journey successfully. Your gift might be a piece of guidance, an inner knowing that changes your outlook permanently. It might help you truly know in your heart, oh yeah, this is divine feminine, that your divine destiny is already unfolding and your spiritual success is inevitable. It's not a question of if, only a matter of when. Your gift might be an amazing opportunity that comes out the blue, or a person that comes out the blue. Somebody that you know or not know. Some of you don't know who that person is. And that's why you got to be open. That's what I'm teaching women in my group right now to do. Some people are not fucking interested in romance and their twin flame because they don't know who the hell it is, and others are. But the point is, if you've got the courage and the bravery to clear that trauma, to clear the programming, to clear the blocks, so that when your twin flame does appear in your physical world, you don't run the fuck away from them because you've done the work. That's when it's worth it. And that takes courage to start doing the work on something that you might not even seem to be ready for. Right. It could be a meeting that will prove significant to your unfolding life path. It could be a new relationship. See, didn't know I was going to say that. It could be a new relationship or a new connection with a community. And this might be a new connection with community if you've just come across this random channeling. It might be a life-changing teaching, a deeply healing dream, or an actual object. Spirit is unlimited in its willingness and ability to give to you. You need only be open to receive. There's that word again. And you do so by bringing yourself back to the present moment. Go and look at the channeling that I said on the video. So it'd be 2 videos from this because this one just cut off. And I said something about receive, receive, receive. I might copy and paste onto here. Stillness of the mind and inner peace are only possible when you're present in the eternal now. This is where you will find what you are seeking. I should have got water, actually. Never mind, I'll do it after. So let the past be done. Allow the future to take care of itself. Center your awareness in this moment. You are safe. You are breathing gently now. You are here, where you belong, at exactly the right time. All things serve your greater good. Nothing is wrong. You're doing a fantastic job. All is in process. In this moment, there is just the peace and comfort of the eternal now. Relax, trust, be nourished. And what does this say? Sorry, I'm being a bit of a dick the way I'm saying this. Do you know when it's like, I'm like, God, that's so annoying. If I was watching this, I'd be like, yeah, we get it. You don't need to repeat it. But hey, it makes it interesting. Nourishment. So we've got nourishment and we've got be nourished. Relax, trust, be nourished. Love it. Water your garden, whatever that means to you. If you have been worrying about the past or the future, this oracle comes with guidance to let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Can't remember the rest of the words, so we'll move on. All is working out just as it's meant to, even the things you don't quite understand or find hard to accept. In time, you will know the perfection of all that is happening in your life. You'll feel so lucky, blessed, grateful, and truly loved. For now, however, it is enough to just be here and breathe and say, fuck it, let's stay in bed. Right, so listen to this. I give myself permission to be free from past pain, and future worry. There is so much goodness and so many gifts for me now. I choose to dwell in the peace of this moment, where all is unfolding according to a secret divine perfection. Oh, I love that. But my unique divine destiny is manifesting with loving care. I open to the relief and reassurance that comes to me now. I am loved and provided for, and all is happening for my greatest fulfillment. I invite divine unconditional love to awaken peace in my heart and in the hearts of all beings. Through my own free will, so be it. Boom. Right, let's read Divine Masculine, Divine Talents. Right. I'm sorry, but I think a lot of these might just come from my bed, whether I'm low energy or not, because I'm more chill. I thought the couch was chill, but I'm like chilling like a villain. But a good villain, you know what I'm saying? Like a shadow worker. Right. Divine talents. You are a talented soul, divine masculine and woman with divine masculine energy, or whoever, you get what I'm saying. Over many lifetimes, you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness, attract healing energy, and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable I don't know how to say that. Estimable value. Do not be afraid to use them. I mean, sorry, but does this not all fit? It really does. It does. Like, where are you selling yourself out, pretending you're somebody that you're not anymore, self-sabotaging, hiding the rare gifts, feeling alone, even though there's a lot of people around you, and being called to journey to where people get you. I know for a fact that makes sense to my clients, right? Like and I know because when I tap into divine masculine energy, so, and I know it makes sense because I've been there too. See how it all ties together? I've been there, wouldn't want to be there again, done that bit, but I have a lot of empathy for whoever's at that bit. But like I say, that's why I'm here to spread the message of never been happier. Right, so, being away from what isn't me anymore. Doesn't mean it wasn't you at one point in your life, but when you realise it isn't you anymore, fucking toodaloo. But usually people give you reasons to say toodaloo, motherfuckers. Do you know what I mean? It's like they usually betray you, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. Cross a boundary.